Hello, welcome along. It's Saturday the 23rd of May. This is our 8 a.m. movement snack. If this is the one you're looking for, then stay with us. If it's not, then flick your way back through the Facebook channel, through our Facebook group, find the one that you're looking for, and then we'll catch you up when you catch up with us again. It'll be good. If you're going onto YouTube, just be aware that things have changed slightly from this week as far as YouTube is concerned. There's over 170 videos on there now. So the process has changed slightly from Monday this week. You won't have seen anything posted during this week here. Monday, in a couple of days' time, what you will see is that we'll be loading one morning, 3 lunchtime, and 2 evening sessions. So one of the 8 a.m.s, 3 of the lunch times, and 2 of the sway and stretch for you. I believe that's right. I think I've got that the right way around. I'll double check for you. And that'll be loaded up on Monday. But don't worry, Facebook will be here and we'll stay here. Okay, so we'll still be loading onto Facebook 3 times a day. We'll still be with you live 3 times a day for the time being, going forward. Anyway, tell me what you're up to this morning. Say hello. I know we've got 5 people on board. Francis, good morning from Bristol. Hopefully it's nice in Bristol. Nice blue sky outside this morning here in Coventry. Hopefully it will stay like that. But you never know, do you? You never know. There could be cloud coming in on the west coast or the east coast. Good morning, Apostolis. Welcome to you. Coming in from Greece. Athens, I believe. Is that right? I think Athens. I know it's Greece. Anyway. So welcome on board. Welcome along. Hope you're all doing well. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what you're up to. This is our 8 a.m. movement mission. Our slot, 10 minutes. A little bit of a circulation booster and then some mobilization to set us up for the day ahead. So say good morning, say hello. We're in our lounge. We're not in our lounge. We're in my lounge this morning. So getting a bit of a look around the house. I feel a bit like through the keyhole. We've been in the kitchen. We've been in the landing. We've been in the spare room, and we've been in the lounge so far. I'm in the dining room as well. So a bit of a tour. Good morning, Adil. Nice to have you on board with us in Cambridge. Blue sky and strong winds forecasted for the afternoon. Let's hope they've got those strong winds wrong. Good morning, fresh from your Tai Chi I can't say that, put my teeth in. Tai Chi sequence this morning, Jenny. Welcome aboard. Good to have you. Sheila's in with the Day Chapel Elliott Collective, or even Day Elliott Chapel Collective. I've changed your title. Who would live in a house like this? Indeed. Say hello, let me know what's going on. This is our 8 a.m. slot, as I say. And it's Saturday, the 23rd of May. I had to think about that. Saturday, the 23rd of May. Going into week 10, I believe. Near Athens, about 12 kilometres outside from the centre. Chadari, I hope I've said that right, Apostolis. Good morning, Penzance. Welcome on board. Good to have you with us this morning, Christine. Hello. Welcome to our 8 a.m. movement snack. This is where we start the day, start to add those additional minutes on. Good morning, Jane. Cold and strong winds here in Edinburgh. Nice and bright here, little breeze where I am in Coventry. So this is our 8 a.m. movement snack. So this is our first 10 minutes of the day. Our aim is that we're adding 30 additional movement minutes. That's the important thing, is additional movement minutes. So not our normal, what we do every day, on top of that. An additional 30 minutes, although the way things have been going, we're getting on to an additional 40 minutes a day that we're adding in now. Snack's growing a little bit, going over the 10 minutes, which is good. It's important that we stay active. It's important that we keep movement on our radar. Good morning, George, coming in from Cruden Bay, where it's overcast and windy. I tell you what, at this rate, Carol had better watch out for her job on Breakfast Snooze, hadn't she? Do you think I could do it? Could step into her shoes. Trevor, good morning. Gales in Llanbrynmawr. I hope I've got that right. Double N is a thla, I think, isn't it? So, good morning, welcome on board. This is our 8 a.m. movement snack, as I say. If this isn't the one you're looking for, then remember, just swipe on back, find the one you want, and we'll see you on the catch-up later on. Morning, Di. Good morning, you're wide awake. Carol, good morning in from Kent. I believe, no, from Gateshead, sorry. Carol in from Gateshead. Strong winds where you are. Red Rita is with us. Brennan has landed. Maddie, good morning. And good morning, Vivian, coming in from Bolton. Okay, it's 8 o'clock. Let's have a 3, 2, 1. Good morning, everybody. My name's Dave Montgomery from Later Life Training. This is our 8 a.m. movement snack on Saturday, the 23rd of May. This is the first of our additional movement minutes that we're going to add into our day, giving us a total of 30 minutes additional movement over and above everything we do in our everyday life. Now, if you want to, you can do this in a seated position, but I want you to do it in an active seated position, or you can do it in a standing position. Make sure you've got stable, fixed support. Now, if you want to get rid of those comments that are popping up, just swipe across to the right-hand side, and that will get rid of the comments, and then you'll be able to see my lower half as well, so you'll be able to see my feet. Right, let's get ourselves started. We're going to have a circulation booster first, and then we're going to do some mobilization. So, bring yourself in, either into a standing position or into an active seated position. In your standing position, make sure that we've got some support available to us as well. I've got my fireplace here, and I've got the wall that I can utilize as well. The chair we're going to use for seated options only. Start off with our posture. So let's think about our posture. Our knees are soft and in line with our heels, in line with our hips as well. We're going to stand tall from our hips, lifting those shoulders up, back and down, opening the rib cage, opening the chest, giving us more room to breathe. Think about this posture and maintain this posture. Lift your head so we're lifting and standing tall. Chin just slightly back, so we've got a nice straight line down through the back from our neck into our upper spine. Starting with our feet, we're going to start with a lift onto our toes. So just lifting those feet onto our toes. Support is there for me, okay? And it's just onto the toes. Now, hold it there. If you're standing, carry on. In our seated position, first thing we want to make sure is that we're in our front third. So if you're not, hip walk to the front third of your chair. Set yourself up. Posture strong again. Again, we have those little heel lifts. Okay, take a quick pause for me, and we're going to add an arm in. So one arm, or if you feel okay with it, both arms. We're swinging from our shoulders. We're driving this movement from our shoulder to mobilize. In our standing position, with our support, one arm, and every now and again, take a few steps to change your direction if you need to, and change to the other side. If you have support either side of you, or you want to stand holding on to your support, then you have the ability to just do one hand and change to the other. Okay, pause there. Let's bring this into a little march. So we're lifting the foot off the floor this time. We're bringing the toes down towards the floor first, landing on the ball of the foot and rolling through to the heel. Think about your ankle, feet and toes. Keep going. In our seated position, exactly the same. If you start to feel challenging here into your hips with this movement, then you can bring it back down to just a heel lift, or you can even do a little heel dig in front, just taking those feet away and bringing them back. So we're mobilizing into our legs. The whole idea of our circulation booster is to get the blood pumping around the body. Keep going. Get the blood pumping around the body. Mobilize those joints. Start to mobilize them. Warm the muscles. Warm the joints. And we want to feel at the end of it as if we're breathing a little bit harder, having to take a big breath, but not out of breath. Okay, we've got our march. We're going to put the arms in as well. So if you feel comfortable with a steady base, both arms or one arm if you're standing, bring those arms in as well. Keep going in a seated position, exactly the same, although you may want to bring a little bit of a row in if that is more comfortable. So I say we're mobilising, we're warming, we're getting the blood pumping, getting ourselves ready for the mobilisation we're going to do, but also ready for the day ahead. And pause there for me. Okay, let's go into our mobilisation. So we're going to start, excuse me, we're going to start with our shoulders. A lift of the shoulders towards our ears and a lower. Now, can you see my arms? They're staying by the side and I'm just lifting and lowering. What I want to do is bring the shoulder up towards the ears, not bring the ear down. So we're keeping this neck nice and long. We're keeping the posture tall. Okay, 3, 4 of those we're going to do, and then we're going to change it to a roll. So have a look. Bring the shoulders forward, ease them back, down, and bring the shoulder blades together. Keep going with that for me. Seated position, exactly the same. This roll here opens up the chest and brings us into our good postural position. So at the end of this move here, we're standing, we've got the shoulders in the position that we want for good posture, bringing those shoulder blades together. In everyday life, more and more, we're bringing those shoulders forward. We're shortening the muscles in the front. We're lengthening the muscles in the back. This is retraining ourselves and getting us into a position that we should be in for good postural position. Stop there. Okay, head turns. So in our seated and in our standing position, we're going to turn the head to the side. I'm just going to come down here a little bit so that you can see a bit better. Okay, shoulders are level, posture's good, we're standing or sitting tall, and we're just going to controlled turn to look over our shoulder, back into the centre, and the other way. Keep going with that. Now, use your external support. Think about your feet. Think about where your legs are. They're in line with our hips. Think about this posture. If you're sitting down, you may want to hold onto the chair. This turn of our head is something we will do throughout the whole of the day. It may not be as exaggerated as this, but you're turning continually to look, to see where things are. So mobilising that neck region. Take a pause. Moving on to our neck again. Come down here so you can see. We're going to take the chin slightly back and line this neck up, okay? So I've got 2 options for you, okay? First one, I can just ease the chin back. Can you see the movement there? Second option, leave the fingers where they are and take the chin back and come on in. Choose the one that you want. They're both exactly the same. They both achieve what we want. Seated position again, exactly the same. And if you want to use your external support, do. Make sure that you feel steady, make sure that you feel stable. Pause. Coming down into this area here. So we're going to work into our trunk. Girdle and muscles around here that help as far as our support is concerned, help as far as our balance and our stability is concerned. Set yourself with your feet, reset them if they've moved. Heels in line with knees, knees in line with hips. A slightly wider stance if you feel a bit steadier with that. Support is here. We're going to turn the trunk to the side. So have a look. I turn, trying to keep my hips in position. And then I come back into the centre, a little pause, and then we turn the other way. Okay? Keep your weight even across your feet. In our seated position, we're keeping both buttocks on the chair, we're on our sitting bones, and we're turning to look over the shoulder. And back in. Keep going with that for me. Just take it to where you feel comfortable, so you should feel that you've got some movement there, but it shouldn't be uncomfortable. So don't take it too far. Take it to where it is right for you. Now, when I say comfortable, if you feel any discomfort normally, you shouldn't feel any more discomfort, okay? So work within your pace, your area. Make it a bit smaller if you need to. Pause there for me. Okay, side bends. In our standing position, I've got my support here. Feet, again, in line with our hips. And we're just going to slide one hand down towards our knee and back up. In our seated position, we're going to do both sides as well. Holding onto the chair with one hand, I slide a hand down the chair leg and back up. Let's go. Okay, so sliding down. Now if you can and you feel comfortable with it, in your standing position, you can hold on with one hand on the side of your leg going down towards your knee as the other comes up towards your hip. The important thing here is we're going straight down and straight up. So as you go down, don't lean forward, don't lean back. Just straight down and straight up. Pause there. Into our back. Okay, so we want to make sure we keep the hips nice and still here. And what I'm going to do is just ease back into that extension there. So leaning, extending into the back here. Now, you will get a little arch here, but the important thing is we don't want to arch that way, okay? So we're keeping the hips still, keeping them static, keeping the pelvis static, and just easing back. Working down into the back, you can feel that mobilization in the back, but there's a definite movement backwards, okay? In your chair, again, definite movement backwards. Let me come sideways so you can see, definite movement backwards, but I'm keeping my bottom firmly fixed onto the chair. And there's no tilting of that pelvis. Take a pause. Onto our ankles. Ankle, feet and toes, really important to us. So hold on, 1 foot at a time. Put the toe onto the floor, lift and put the heel in the same place. Now I'm just going to move this foot backwards a bit so you can clearly see this foot, okay? Toe, heel in the same place. In our seated position, exactly the same. So I lift and put the toe on the floor, and then I lift and put the heel in the same place. Holding on for support, do 1 foot at a time. If with your support you have it on one side, then what I ideally want you to do is take as many steps as you need to turn around and do the other foot. Now think about those steps as you do them. Take as many as you need to turn. Think about our posture still. So although we're working into our legs, although we're focusing on our ankles, don't forget about this tall posture. Don't forget about standing tall. Lifting those shoulders back and down. Opening the chest. Breathing normally. And pause there for me. There we are. We're set for our day. We've mobilised our upper body. We've mobilised the shoulders. We've mobilised the trunk. And we've mobilised into our ankles. All of which we're going to use continually throughout the day. We're going to be turning, we're going to be twisting, we're going to be walking. When we're walking, we're lifting the foot, we're working through the ankle, feet and toes. So it's important that you do those. Now, going forward before 12 o'clock, you've got Bex with you at 12 o'clock today. Think about crowbarring some of those in. So when you're doing the activities around your house this morning, think about trunk twists. Think about those ankle mobilisations that you can do. So if you stood at the sink, if you're brushing your teeth, You can do one ankle at a time. You can be twisting. You can be rolling those shoulders. Think about your posture. Think about standing tall, opening your chest. Importantly, keep movement on your radar for us. There we go. 10 minutes. Well, actually, about 14 minutes of movement minutes for you to start off your day. Now, some of those mobilizers are in there. This is our I Can calendar. If you've got a copy of it, you'll find it on the March page. Okay. If you haven't got a copy of it, then you can get it from our website, laterlifetraining.co.uk. That is where you can find it, and you can download it. You can also find it in a number of other languages as well. Those languages being Spanish, Portuguese, Greek, French, and Welsh. So if you want to download it in any of those languages, feel free as well. March is where you'll find your mobilization. Keep adding those on to your day for me. Keep adding in those mobilizations and those minutes as you move forward through the day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bex will be here with you at lunchtime, and Kelsey will be with you at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Have a great day, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.